Welcome to High Format. This is our Pro Series video on Grand Flagstone. Grand Flagstone is a unique irregular flagstone pattern material that provides a random look that is easier to install than natural irregular stone. Made of durable wet cast concrete, the slabs are then treated with a proprietary surface enhancement called Vibralock, which creates a more durable surface and enhances the color. With 4 unique layers making up 15 individual pieces, each walkway or patio space will look truly unique. The outside shapes and dimensions of each layer are the same, and each layer of material is made up of between 3 to 4 pieces that cover 11.25 square feet. The total pallet includes 90 square feet of material and weighs 2,000 pounds. There are 8 random layers on each pallet of Grand Flagstone. There are several helpful tools to bring during installation, including a landscape rake, shovels, levels, compaction device, diamond blade concrete saw, fabric, screed rails and bars, and a leveling device. For base prep, we recommend using a minimum 6 inches of angular aggregate base, compacting in layers. On top of the dense graded aggregate base, we recommend 1 inch of bedding sand. Of course, the conditions of each site are different and may require unique engineering. Always defer to the design engineer when applicable. Once you screed your 1 inch layer of bedding sand, you're now ready to start setting the pavers. There is not a specific pattern layout, since each layer has the same outside dimensions and are designed to connect together at specific points. Any layer can be set anywhere. Layout orientation is important with Grand Flagstone. Due to the nature of the interlocking set of slabs, there are long, unbroken joints between rows. Often, the irregular nature of the pieces will limit how noticeable these unbroken joints are in the finished project. However, we recommend setting this material at a 45-degree angle from the most common viewpoint. When bringing the pallet to the installation site, it is helpful to set the pallet in the same orientation as you will be setting the layers into the patio. As orientation can get mixed up when moving from the pallet to the patio, be mindful of which piece you grab. For example, remember you picked up the top right piece in the layer from the pallet, and when you set the material you can remember top right. These slabs are designed to be easily moved by hand. However, there are several vacuum tools and lifting devices on the market that can make lifting and moving the larger slabs even easier. Individual pieces of Grand Flagstone can crack during delivery or during on-site handling prior to placement. Typically, less than 5% of pieces will crack. There are 2 methods to deal with cracked pieces. First is to use the cracked pieces in the layout to enhance the look of irregularity. The cracked piece may need to be trimmed to match the 3/8 inch gap consistent with the other pieces. The second method is to use the cracked pieces to fill around the perimeter where there's usually a need for smaller pieces. We recommend a standard diamond blade concrete saw or table saw to cut through the pavers. The foam in between the layers can also help act as a template on site to see where the next layer will go. If done carefully, the foam can be cut or broken against a fixed point and placed back onto the full layer to be traced and cut. Leftover cut pieces can often be used in other areas of the patio around the perimeter. For example, if you cut the layer in half needing the bottom half in the patio, the top half can be taken to start the next layer in the adjacent row. Grand Flagstone can be left with a natural edge for patios and walkways. Remember, when connecting a walkway to a patio, install the walkway at a 45-degree view from the patio. Grand Flagstone can be fit tight together or spaced out for a larger gap between blocks. In walkways, the layers can be spaced out to create curved applications as shown here. In wider applications filled with polysand, make sure you have wide joint sand. Other joint filling materials can be used for different looks. We do not recommend using any compaction tools on Grand Flagstone. Thank you for looking at Grand Flagstone. If you have further questions, please visit our website at highformat.com or contact your local sales representative.